Погоди. Так. Can you hear me? Okay, okay. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay, okay, okay. Very good. Um, uh, nice to meet you again, I think. So I want to tell about clinical biochemistry at first, and the structure of course, and what are main goals of clinical biochemistry. So how can you find this course on Moodle? So at first you have to go onto Moodle. Wait a second. Moodle. Go to the main page of Moodle. After that, you have to find Department of General and Biological Chemistry and Clinical Laboratory Diagnostics. Click on it, on this link. After that, you have to go to the bottom of this page, and you have to find a link on clinical biochemistry. All right. After that, you will be on this page. So, at first, I want to tell you about clinical biochemistry in general, and after that, the structure of the course. So, what is clinical biochemistry? At first, you already studied general chemistry, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, biological chemistry, and now you will start to learn clinical biochemistry. So, or clinical chemistry. In different countries, this subject called in different ways. So, clinical biochemistry or clinical chemistry. So, what is inorganic chemistry? Inorganic chemistry is a science which investigates structure and properties of different chemicals and conversion of one type of chemicals into other chemicals, like inorganic salts converted into inorganic acids converted into inorganic salts, for example, or alkali. What is organic chemistry? Is the same idea, conversion of one type of organic chemicals into another types of organic chemicals, but the main feature of organic molecules is existence of carbon atom. So what is organic chemistry? Is a chemistry which investigate conversion and structure of carbon-containing chemicals. So after that, on the second course, you already learned biological chemistry. That means that this is chemistry, organic or inorganic, in different organs works different mechanism, chemical mechanism. Is a conversion, reactions, structures of molecules which work in our cells or in our fluids, or in plants, in bacteria, in animals, so everywhere in living organisms. So this is biological chemistry. But at the same time, in our cells take place many biochemical reactions, many types of conversions, different chemicals into other types of chemicals. So in practice, in medicine, we can use only several types of chemicals to recognize different types of diseases in patients, to control patients living diseases or recovery. So we have to learn clinical biochemistry because it based on biological chemistry, but we can use only a small part of your knowledge, theoretical knowledge, which we can use in medicine in appropriate patient. So we will study main five points of biological clinical chemistry. So they are clinical biochemistry of cardiovascular system. This one. This section divided into subsection for the same lesson. So the first lesson, the second lesson, clinical biochemistry of liver, the third lesson, clinical biochemistry of carbohydrates, the fourth lesson, clinical biochemistry of thyroid gland, the fifth lesson, clinical biochemistry of kidneys. So here we will learn different diseases using of biochemical tests for recognizing of patients with appropriate disease to use for diagnostics, because clinical biochemistry or clinical chemistry is a part of laboratory diagnostics which uses biochemical methods. So laboratory diagnostic is a very big science which uses different types of methods, and one of this method is biochemical method. So estimation of concentration of different components like glucose, creatinine, or activity of different enzymes which enter into from cells into bloodstream, for example, or into urine. So we can estimate activity of enzymes, concentration of proteins, or low weight molecules like glucose or cholesterol. So here we will learn different clinical situations, different diseases, and biochemical methods for investigation, for diagnostics of this disease. So if you want to ask me right now anything, you may type. Here's Lakshmi. I see Lakshmi. Nice to meet you. If you want to ask me right now, you can type on this board, and I will read your answer and will answer on this your question. So first I want to tell you about how can you prepare for this subject. So at first, the main method of preparing for the subject is reading, as any subject. Reading as a textbook. So on the Moodle page, you may find a folder literature. Let's click on this folder, this link, and here you can find different textbooks. I prefer the last one, this one I prefer. But you can use any textbook. They are very similar, with one exception of this one, because this textbook is a textbook, very big textbook which describe different laboratory methods, not only biochemical methods. And other books, Crook, Dasgupta, Rasek, Walker, other very similar textbooks which you use. So if you want to read, when we learn, for example, let's I show you. For example, if we study clinical biochemistry of liver, and the next class will be will be devoted to clinical biochemistry of cardiovascular system, or other. You can just download this book. I want to show you. Download this book and find appropriate chapter. This one. cardiovascular disorders, liver diseases, так, what, renal disease, diabetes mellitus, hypoglycemia. So you can find appropriate chapter, and you have to read approximately 25 pages per lesson, per topic. And so any questions? So you can download this books and read or print it in your house. Okay. The next source of information. As lectures. Here we already uploaded presentation of lectures like this. I will show you right now. Okay. For example, clinical biochemistry of cardiovascular system, and this is a plan of lecture, different points of lectures, main key points of lecture. After that, you can find here main points or description of this topic. So how much 26 pages. It's enough to understand this topic. The next source of information is lectures. These are files. You can download them, but at the same time you can find a link on YouTube here like this one, video lecture, clinical biochemistry of cardiovascular system. So you can click on this link, and after that you will be transferred on YouTube and you can listen this lecture. So as a comments of slides which you can use to prepare for this topic. Okay, about source of information, I think already understandable. Okay, the next idea what I want to tell you is so I already told you how to prepare, and I can tell you about how can I check your knowledge and how can you check yourself at first. Okay, at first, please click on this point, plans of topic. You can find no, without questions. I'm sorry. You can find plans here maybe. So wait a second. Where? Here. It will be changed a little bit. Wait a second. I forgot to upload it. I don't know what happened. Problems, plans, clinical. Maybe I forgot to upload one file with questions, self questions. Wait a second. So computer discussion theory, answer students' questions. No. Maybe I forgot upload a list of questions. So I will. Something wrong. Okay. So after that I will upload a list of questions for self-education, and you can check your knowledge. So to check yourself, to check you, I will use computer-based test, this one, and problems. So on the next lesson we will discuss several of them, of these problems. These are clinical cases, and we will discuss some of them. After that, I will give you clinical cases, 2 clinical cases per student, and after that you have to type an answer. So you have to describe what happened with these patients, appropriate patients. How can you decide that this patient has a specific problem with health? So, and you have to describe what does it mean increasing of concentration of something like troponin T, maybe other types, cholesterol, maybe high density lipoproteins. What does it mean? So you have to explain results of biochemical test. This is the main idea. So I'll give you a computer-based test for the next lesson. So you have just prepare for the next lesson. Just to read, you have to read only a textbook, look presentation, listen lectures, and it will be prepared. And prepare questions for me. So if you have any questions, you may ask me, and I will answer for them. And after that, we will discuss several, not all clinical cases. And after that, you may repeat, some preparing for this lesson. And during the next week, I mean the week which which of the next lesson, I mean. And you during this week you can answer your tests and answer and describe clinical cases. So this is the main idea. So the same idea, according to clinical biochemistry of liver, clinical biochemistry of carbohydrates, the same idea. So we will discuss theory. I will answer for your questions, and we will discuss clinical cases. And after that, I will give you computer-based test and problems which you have two problems which you have to understand, to describe what happened with these patients and what do these results, biochemical results, I mean. So after that, at the end of semester, I will give you computer-based test for all points, all sections, and I'll give you two clinical cases from different sections. Maybe it will be clinical biochemistry of cardiovascular disease or biochemistry of kidneys. Two clinical cases which you have to solve. And that's all. So the last work will take 40%, 20% for computer-based test, and 20% for solving of clinical cases. And the rest of 60% of the whole mark will be you can get from all these practical works, like computer-based test upon appropriate topic, or solving of problems or clinical cases on an appropriate one topic. All right. So after that, you will pass or not pass. I hope you will. You will pass this subject. So if you have any questions right now, you may type me on this panel, and I will answer for them. So we have only one lesson per 2 weeks. So you have 2 weeks for preparing for the next topic. Next topic is a cardiovascular system, clinical biochemistry of cardiovascular diseases. So this video will be stored on YouTube, and you can return to this video and repeat and look at what I told. If you have any questions, you may ask me using Telegram, maybe email, so I will answer. So you just for next lesson you have to read textbook, appropriate part, appropriate topic, cardiovascular disease, listen lecture, look at the presentations. That's it. And after that we will discuss different diseases. So do we have to give any test for this ongoing class? No, you don't. You have just read, just preparing. Read a textbook, listen lecture, and look presentations. Next questions maybe? Just read, just preparing. If you have no questions, we can finish right now. And you can download textbooks, read them. Okay. No questions. Okay. So thank you for listening. And goodbye. 2 weeks later we will see you. I will type you head of your group. Okay, goodbye. Yeah, пока.